What's going on, everyone? So we got the Terrifier 3 trailer the other day, and look, I really enjoyed the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, you got to go check it out. If you're one of those people that are worried about things getting spoiled and stuff, because, modern trailers can really kind of be Cliff Note versions of a film, kind of ruin and really take away from a film. And I'm sure at first glance, many people are looking at it and going, man, a 2 minute and 18-second trailer, a lot's probably been given away. But I assure you, it's a really good, just straightforward trailer. You don't really get to see anything. You don't really get to have anything spoiled. Obviously in hindsight, looking back, maybe there was a clue or something within the trailer, but it just seems like a really straightforward trailer, right? You just kind of get art, you get the Christmas vibe. You have a bunch of kids, and kind of begs the question of like, okay, is art going after kids, right? Kind of get the like, oh, Art's return. Sienna's kind of like, hey, I gotta stop them, take them down, right? Like, you get all the little hits that you want to get, and then you get a mystery, and the mystery is this creature thing that you see on screen, and the biggest question is, what is even that? Right? I was gonna say something else, but YouTube, right? This is like the mystery behind like, what is this? Who is this? Why is he in the film? What is going on? Is very questionable, right? It adds this level of excitement. It adds this layer of like, okay, hang on, right? Maybe we got something here, right? They introduced the little demon girl, and now you got this big like, just weapon maker, and it's gonna be kind of interesting to see where this pivots, where this goes. Is it an ally? Is it an enemy? Right? Is it something that hates Art? Is it a team with Art? Is it like another version of something? Right? Like, and it just, there's so many rabbit holes you can go down with, kind of this welder, sword maker, right? And look, in the trailer, because you can kind of piece together little clues, right? Obviously, again, it doesn't really give you anything. It doesn't really give you much in like what it is. But Sienna ends up going there and has this run-in with him. You could see all the sparks. You see her entering the building in which he's in, or the lair, or whatever it ultimately becomes. Maybe she goes to hell or something like that. We'll see how this plays out and how this unfolds. But you see her end up going there. She ends up showing up. She sees this creature, and you kind of have this like moment where it's like, whoa, right? Also, before the scene that cuts away to her in this place with this thing, she says, she mentions the Terrifier. Like, I need to track down the Terrifier. Now, is she referring to Art? Is she referring to this weaponsmith, right? This sword maker, right? Because so clearly, from judging by the trailer, she's going on this quest to retrieve the sword to take out, kind of the Excalibur storyline, right? Like, she's trying to go get the sword because it may be the only thing that could take out Art, right? And the Terrifier clown, right? Like, so clearly she's trying to find a path. Maybe, again, this is just theory, this is just thought, but maybe she can't find the sword because she said it's buried. Right, so maybe she can't find the sword, or maybe Art got to the sword and was able to get rid of it. So now she needs to track down this armorer and find out like how to make the sword. Maybe he's the one that made the sword. That's my guess, is that this creature is the one that made that sword, and she's going to try to go get another sword from him. Right? Also, I find it interesting. So when she approaches it, right, you see him kind of working in the background, and then you see, like, if you're looking at your phone or device, whatever, and to the left, right, looks like a woman or a girl or something, right? And it's like this chain and stuff, but it's not. It's like almost like a religious piece or religious relic, right? Like you get a closer look, and you see him in his mask, got his little hammer, right? Building or making weapons. You see the chains and all that stuff, and but you see this, what again like appears to be this girl in this layer, and you're like, what is that? Like, is that is some girl chained up to him? Like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden you realize, like, no, it's not. It again, like, it looks like almost like a porcelain like figure or something, right? And it looks, I'm curious, like, you see it holding these chains, and the chains are, he's clearly linked to the chains. And so is this like a religious thing? Is this like a demonic thing? Is this like, yeah, it's just, again, the trailer does a really good job of kind of this misdirection and just kind of keeping you on your toes of like, what is going on, right? Because again, there's a million ways that they could go about this, right? Does this, like, how does she know that this creature is actually going to give her a sword? Like, maybe he tries to kill her, or maybe he does give her a sword, but the sword doesn't actually work, and now you're stuck going toe to toe with Terrifier, right? Like, also, I'm curious, are they going to go into the lore further, right? Especially with her dad, dad. Is that going to be something? How are they going to approach that, right? But you just, again, you look at this creature and it's just menacing, right? But it's clearly, like I said, a weaponer, a weaponsmith, or swordsmith, right? Putting together and building these weapons, and maybe it's the key and the one that's creating these weapons to take out art and stuff like that, right? Because again, like, there's like this, I don't know, 30-second sequence or something like that clearly establishes, okay, Art's back. She's aware he's back because she can sense him and feel him. She obviously said that she saw him, and then everyone goes, well, how do you know it was really him? How do you know you're not just seeing things? And she says, because I could feel him, right? So then it's like, okay, I got to get the sword, right? They say that, hey, the sword's buried. Are you really going to go try to retrieve it? Yes, which I don't know why you'd bury the sword, even if you thought he was dead. Isn't that something you'd want to hold on to and not get rid of? Isn't that something that you think is a little important, right? Like the one weapon that could take out Art the Clown, and you just buried it, right? Like, I guess, she's the only person that would know where it was buried, but still, it's just like, like, that's something I'd sleep under my pillow with, just in case, right? Like, it's not something that I would just, like, willy-nilly just cast aside. But anyway, so she goes to, try to track down the sword, and then ultimately leads to this guy, which, again, is my guess that she can't find the sword, or the sword is broken, or whatever, right? So now she's got to go track down the person that made the sword, and then maybe that's where the dad comes in the lore and stuff. So then, boom, she goes, tracks him down, gets the sword made, and then goes to take out Art the Clown, right? That's kind of what this seems to be, the direction it's headed, and how it's kind of playing it out. Again, obviously, this is just an educated guess based on the information that we have. But I'm excited to see how this all plays out, and hopefully they do a good justice and service. But anyways, as always, this is a discussion. Pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? What do you think of this creature? Are you excited for this creature? Are you excited to kind of dive into lore and find out about this? Do you have any kind of questions or concerns about the plot and story for this character? Obviously, we don't know the details, but just based on the trailer, do you think that this is an ally? Do you think it's an enemy? Do you think it's kind of like a neutral, right? Like, it's neither. It's just its job is to make weapons, so it just makes a weapon type thing. But again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot, so we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.